In September, we did a survey of TCU students that did internships this last summer. We had 1,352 respondents, and you can see how it breaks out. We had 18% freshmen, 21% sophomores, 38% or 23% juniors, and 38% seniors that answered the survey. And we asked them, what did you do this summer? 37% did internships. 33 and 14% did either a full-time job or a part-time job. 21% took summer classes. 6% studied abroad. 24% traveled. And 11% did something else. In that, just looking at that, 37%, almost 40% of the students doing internships this summer is actually pretty good for the university as far as our goals. And I think there's some opportunity there in the part-time job in the 33%. Because we gave them a definition of an internship. Said, is it an internship or is it a part-time job? Well, if you're going to work in a part-time job over the summer, why not put some effort into it beforehand and make it an internship? 5% were freshmen, 12% sophomores, 24% juniors, and 60% seniors. That's what we would expect. We'd expect about 80% of our students to be doing internships as juniors and seniors. And it's just a big plus for sophomores to be doing it. They found their jobs primarily through a personal network or through former employers. So Frog Jobs accounted for 20% of the jobs that they filled. If you haven't used Frog Jobs and you're not used to seeing the job descriptions and how to apply for on-campus interviews, I highly encourage you to check it out because we list about 50 a day, and those are employers who are looking for TCU students specifically to fill those jobs. It's not the same as looking at GG or Monster.com. You know, it's very specific to our student population and who they're wanting to fill those jobs. Now, did you know that 50% of all employers expect people applying for jobs to have had at least 2 internships during college? 25% of employers are expecting you to have had 3 internships. So, overwhelmingly, 3/4 of all employers are expecting to have 2 or 3 internships. Now, I hate to use a fear tactic and scare you to death and all that business, but it is an expectation and it's real. And so if they're expecting you to have 2 or 3 internships, you have to be strategic to fit those in time, don't you? Because you run out of time unless you're going to be here 5 or 6 years for your undergrad work. In our survey, we found that 70% of the jobs were paid. That was much higher than we expected it to be. The average is usually 50%. 50% are going to be paid, 50% are going to be unpaid. But our student population this summer, 70% were paid, and the average was $12.58 an hour. That's what they were paid. What we typically see in postings is about $10 to $12 an hour, and then you're going to have some on both ends. There's always an issue of, is this for credit or is it not for credit? And that's depending on your major and your availability in your curriculum. You know, some of you have required internships, to get your degree, and so you're going to have to plan that out and to be able to make that happen for that class. Some of you don't, and you're going to have to take more initiative to really design an internship strategy that's going to benefit you. And some jobs are going to be such excellent experience that you're going to be willing to take it as an unpaid position. And also some industries typically don't pay. And it's not fair and it's not right. We can argue if it's even legal. But that's just the way it is. I don't think it's going to get solved tomorrow. And if you're in communications or if you're in fashion merchandising and some of those majors, unpaid internships are definitely an issue that you have to plan for.